Lesson 2.2, the definition of slope. Slope, if you think of skiing, you ski up a slanted hill. And the diamond black runs, those tend to be a little bit steeper than, say, the bunny hill. Well, how can you measure that? Well, they sometimes will do this with the pitch of a house as well. When we talk about slope, we're interested in the change in height over a change in run, as we call it, rise over run. So how high is it and how wide is something? So slope, they use the letter M in Greek. It used to stand for the first letter of the word slope. Rise over run, our change in y, which is also represented by a triangle. And change in x is height and our width, so to speak. So let's look at a picture down here. What is the slope of this line? Find any 2 points. You want to look for where they kind of cross in the crosshairs. Any 2 points. So if I start here, I go up 1, and then I go over 2. So the rise, the up and down is 1, the run is over 2. 1 over 2 is our fraction. When I go over to this one, I have a point here and a point here where they cross. In this case, I have a drop of 3 and a run of 2. When I do a drop of 3 on our y, down is negative. So negative 3 on top and positive 2 on the bottom. Well, in reality, negative 3 divided by 2 is the same as negative 3/2. And here's where we come into play, where we think about a slope that goes down to the right, kind of as you read. In the Western culture, we read from left to right. If it goes down, then that's negative. So we want to think of this fraction as negative. And as we read from left to right on the first one, it goes up. So if it goes up, then that makes it a positive fraction. So positive 1/2. Let's go down to 2 other scenarios on the bottom. In this case, if I find my 2 points, I don't have a change in height here. To go from here to here, it's 0. And if I go over 3, that's really a rise of 0 and a run of 3. Well, if you put that in the calculator, 0 divided by 3, that would be 0. Over here, a similar kind of thing, except this one's going up and down. I have no change left and right, but I do have a rise of 3. So if I write it as 3 for my rise and 0 for my run, put that in my calculator, 3 divided by 0 gives me an error message. What that means is undefined is the math word. If you think about this, if we are skiing, I can ski problem A, I can ski problem B. Problem C, that's like in the parking lot. Parking lot has a 0 slope. This right here, a vertical line, that's like going off a cliff. Can't ski that. That would be undefined.